wanted to show you something I got in the mail to share with Jax. Hey, good morning everyone. How are you? We are getting ready for our day. It's very sunny and apparently it's going to be very hot. The temperature is going to be 87. I'm sure the heat index will be higher, but we're going to get our library books today. We're going to still take our walk after breakfast. We might melt, but let's go do it. Hello guys, me and my birdie friend are out walking. Also my little man here is holding a book because we just stopped by a neighbor's house, the same one where we actually got the massive bag of Hot Wheels and Disney cars. So she said it's all or nothing. If we want these books, we had to take the whole box. I have seen the donation truck driving out of our neighborhood, so that gives me hope that if half of these books are going back out again, it will be fairly easy to get rid of them. I don't know about our local donations at the thrift store yet. I haven't checked into them, but I do see a bunch of books that they will read, so that's a good thing. We actually have to go get our library books too, so it will be a day full of books. We are getting ready for nap. Siggy Piggy's ready. Sebastian is ready. He chose two of our new books. I'm gonna show them. A Pikachu and a Paw Patrol. Very nice. So we will not be picking our library books up until after class. We are doing early nap today so we can wake up right at 3 and run in here and start our class. I got the iPad up here ready to go. His sports equipment ready to go, and then we will be rushing to the library because our appointment for picking up, please don't talk over me, is from 3 to 4. That was the earliest time slot. They're going all the way until like 8 p.m. tonight, and normally I feel like it ends around 3, so they must be doing afternoon instead of morning today. I don't know, or they have more slots and they've just completely filled it up. Just got somebody's hair stuck in my toe and it doesn't look like mine because it's brown. Nobody has long brown hair anymore. That's weird. Yeah, so I just took the 3 to 4. They said it's fine anytime I want to come. We'll probably get there around 3:45 and get our books. I think we've got potentially 5 for Jax and like 5 for Sebastian. Not a ton. It's really hard to get books when you can't walk around the library, but we just got that huge box of books and we will be keeping half of them, I'd say. Half are like, I think the lady was a teacher. She had her name written on the covers, much like my aunt would do. And they're below Jax's level and so far above Sebastian's level that I don't need to hang on to them for that long, for like 6 years. But we're keeping a lot. I got a lot of them on our shelf already. And then there's a pile there. Jax got some comic books, There's some good ones like dog mans and stuff, but he already had those, so I posted those to my personal Facebook and asked if any friends locally wanted to pick them up, and otherwise I'll just go in our donation box. Yeah, so we're gonna start. We don't want to be late.
Please listen to this. What's he gonna say next? Oh, let's see. Balance on one foot and point. So he said, balance on one foot.
I can't do that.
Hi guys, I am about to go up and enjoy some dinner. We're having some pasta tonight. But I wanted to show you something I got in the mail to share with Jax. I want to keep him writing over the summer. He doesn't write a whole lot right now because he has online school, so this is going to be great for his handwriting and just getting that brain going. I'll show you a little bit, but it's going to be a lot of fun passing this back and forth.
The bus is way down. Isn't the bus down?
You gotta steer! You're doing it, man, you're doing it! Keep going! Go, 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 go! How are you doing tonight? It is 8:21 and the littlest is in the shower. I am curled up here in the rocker. I don't know what these are. I think these are screws to hold shutters on. I don't know what my husband was doing. I think he was out there trying to deal with a shutter. Anyway, we did a walk after dinner. Sebastian was desperate for a walk after dinner. Our walk today was not with his bike like usual. It was so hot. I think our heat index got up to like 100 today. And it was midday, so we were right in the thick of it. But also we stopped by to get those books from a neighbor. I saw the listing, and so we took the stroller with us. Sebastian was walking most of the time. He rode on top of the stroller, like standing on it for a little ways until we got to the books. They were so heavy. It was a struggle pushing them back, but the stroller is perfect for picking up toys and stuff like that. Yeah, so he didn't get to ride his bike like usual. So we rode his bike. It's actually a tricycle with a handle. I help him push up hills, but he's getting really good at pedaling on the flat areas and the downhills. So we go through the alleyways in our neighborhood. Everything is like really pretty along the front sides, and the garages are in the back alleyways, just so you don't see the garages as much. There are houses that have the garages in the front or on the side, but only a few. So it's a really nice place to ride around. I've got a dog whisker on me, and those like really scratchy pokey dog whiskers. Cute. They're forever on me. Yeah, it's a really good place to practice riding bikes and tricycles. Lots of wide area, not very busy, not many obstacles. So we did that, then we came home and everybody had pie. My husband actually went out for a walk at the same time as Ziggy. He hasn't had a chance to walk him in 2 days just because the weather has been too gross whenever he's had time off of work. So he is probably quite sweaty out there. It's very humid. I was fine walking with this. It's really thin. You can like see the light through it, but I try to keep long sleeves on in our evening walks, and I spray my clothes down with bug spray because the bugs eat me right through my clothes if I don't spray myself and wear long clothes. Well, if I don't spray myself, they bite me through my clothes. Let's see, what else? I didn't film myself at the library. We were on a very tight schedule because I had high hopes of rushing back and napping. So what happens is on Tuesdays, there is, a sports class at 3. Normally he naps, like ideally he would nap from like 1 to 3, but it doesn't happen. He's just not ready. He usually falls asleep 3 to 5. So obviously that's a problem when the class is at 3. This is the only one of the classes that he's been excited about. He's got an unlimited pass to these online classes. They have a generic preschool class, which is the same all week long, but it's every day, sometimes multiple times, and you can choose which ones you want to do. And then they have a dance class, which we've not tried. I think it's mostly ballet. He did do ballet last summer, I think. Yeah, I think it was last summer. I don't think it would hold his attention so much at home. And then they do the sports class. And the teacher on the sports class is really great. He's from a different location, but he's amazing at being silly and engaging Sebastian. So he did one of them, and he was pretty well engaged for, I would say, 70% of it, which is amazing for him. He usually does like 20% of one of these online classes. And he was actually really, really eager to do it again. So I was willing to screw up our schedule, but I was trying for that 1 to 3 nap. And yeah, we spent 1 to 3 right here, not napping, for probably 75% of that. There were mowers right out there, mowing and mowing and mowing and mowing and mowing and mowing. And then they'd come back and mow some more, and then they would come back and do the edge trimmers, and then they'd come back and do the leaf blowers, and they finally stopped right at 3. Figures. So yeah, that was so loud, and Sebastian just wasn't tired. But he promised that he would make it through his class and not just lay down and say I'm tired like he does for most of his classes. Because I was like, hey buddy, maybe we should just run right to the library. We had anywhere between 3 and 4 that we could go pick up our books. I was like, let's just run to the library at 3, skip the class, and then you can come home and nap. But he really, really wanted that class, and he did a good job. There was only a couple times where I'm like, hey, you gotta listen to your teacher and do what he's saying. But yeah, he held his own. They did football, so football skills. And then right at 3:30 when it ended, we threw on shoes and dashed to the library. I didn't even grab anything to return. Jax was done with maybe 4 books, so I didn't want to bother wasting the time. They're not due yet. I don't know if Sebastian had anything due, but there's no late fees anymore, and they're being very lenient about when you return because they have to hold them in quarantine for 72 hours anyway. So typically it's like 4 days after you return them that you'll see them come off your account. So yeah, I didn't grab anything, just dashed out the door. It's very close when you're driving, so we were there quickly and got back by a little bit before 4. It was maybe like 3:50. I gave him some apple juice in the car so he could refresh and be ready for nap, but no, when we got home he's like, I just want to stay downstairs, I don't want to nap. I'm like, okay, we gotta go to bed early. So yeah, we came up here at 8. It's almost 8:30, so I'm gonna have to get him out of the shower soon because he's been in there for about 15 minutes. He just loves to sit and play, but he does get clean by default. I don't think I have that much else to say. You saw that journal that we got, which is so cool. Jax is really, really excited, and I hope that he stays excited because I'm going to be writing in it too. He really loves to do things with me, and I love that. I love that he still does want to do things with me, and I think it will help him wanting to complete it. So right before bed, I just filled out my portion of the beginning page. I printed out a picture of us, and I also filled out just my basic info. This is the picture that I put up. I love this one. It's from just our recent trip to the beach. We were at a park, and I stopped for some selfies with my babe. And yeah, we're gonna see how it goes. Tomorrow we're going to do the next section, which we fill out the rules to our book. The rules, like, do we have to have proper grammar? Are we going to pass it back and forth and take turns? Like all this stuff. It gives us questions, and we have to write what we think we're gonna do. So I will let you know how that goes, but it looks like a really fun activity to do over the summer. Anyway, guys, I'm gonna go check on the wee one. I have, again, not started, and I just don't think I'm going to till the weekend. So you get to look at my crazy blonde baby hairs, which I keep wondering if I have any gray hairs mixed in, but it's like hard to tell when you're blonde. And these guys just are always blonde, even though I have dark blonde roots everywhere else. These grow right out of my head. White blonde like Sebastian's hair. I'm a blondie. But this light is actually letting you see that my hair is dark blonde. So are my eyebrows. I know you don't feel like staring at my roots. I'm using you as a mirror now. Anyway, yeah, get used to this fuzzy head because I don't think I'm going to do anything about it till the weekend. And I think I'm just going to put the same colors back in because I have more left. I've been eyeing some colors for the future. I do have my like pastel rainbow unicorn hair that I can do again. And there's one that I'm eyeing that's light pink at the top, and then it goes hot pink, and then it goes into like an orange and a yellow, I think. Let me put a picture up. This is what it is. What do you think? I think I would do the same thing as I do now, where that is the under layer, and then I have a layer of just like pinks and peaches at the top just to tone it down a bit. I think that would be really pretty. So I would need to order all that. So for now, I'm just going to use what I have, save some money. But it's really exciting to have so many choices in hair color. So yeah, guys, it's 8:30 now. I'm gonna go get the little one. I hope you are staying safe and healthy. Virginia is potentially moving into phase 3. It might be tomorrow. I thought I heard Wednesday, so I don't know if it's tomorrow Wednesday or the Wednesday after, but I think it might be tomorrow. I don't know. I think that just like lifts a lot of the limits on how many people can be in places. Gatherings up to 250, and then like retail and stuff, I think they can have people as long as they're distanced, and gyms at 75% and distanced, just like distance. I wish that masks were mandatory, but no, they were mandatory for like a week and then they dropped it back down. It's really dumb. But yeah, let me know how it is around you, if you still are under a lot of restrictions or if things are opening back up. Our numbers are still going down, but when I was looking at the chart, since things have opened up, the downslope is more horizontal than it was, but it's still going down. We're not one of the states where it's jumping back up, and I appreciate that. But I think a lot of people are like me and just not going anywhere yet. I would like to run into some stores. I really need to work up the courage. So we'll see. But guys, good night. I keep talking. Good night, good night. Stay healthy, stay safe. Wash your hands.